Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Checking out Oklahoma City, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Well, last season the Pelicans made the playoffs, but still decided to change the coaching position, going with Alvin Gentry, known as an offensive guru in the league. And Kenny, how different do you think their offense is going to be with Alvin Gentry at the helm?
Oh, they're going to push the tempo a lot more with Alvin Gentry. Now, don't be surprised to see the offense run through Anthony Davis as it did last year, but probably from different areas of the floor and a lot faster pace.
And Pelicans were near the bottom last season in three-point attempts, so we should see them jump into at least the top half of the league. Alvin Gentry coached at Phoenix before. He loves when the guards come down and shoot the three. Open court game, we shall see.
Let us go down to Kevin Harlan courtside. He's got the call.
The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. If you take a look at the Thunder, they return victorious from an undefeated road trip back to the loving embrace of their hometown faithful.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So the Pelican 5 right now. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Here's Ashik, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really the right place defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Guys, you want to talk about one tough guy? How about the Turkish hammer, Ashik? Tremendous rebounder. A space eater in the paint, so long.
That's a great way to describe him, Kevin. Last year he finished 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. Plus he's always lurking as a shot blocker.
He is. And he can't hit the second.
And, you know, going back to Ashik, I mean, he's not just a big, immobile guy. I mean, he's got really good flexibility, and that's helped him develop some post moves at the offensive end. He's no longer Mr. Dunk or nothing.
Durant, that's good.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. Five to shoot. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And he gets the bucket. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
And going back to Amir Ashik's toughness, you can see it in his face. I mean, he's not going to smile at you. He's not going to show you any expression at all. Just a cold-blooded monster on the floor.
The shot by Evans, nobody around. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. A fadeaway. That's good.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Evans. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver. .121 left in the first quarter. Great D that time from Durant. From 13, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight. And a moment to see numbers for Russell Westbrook. 6th in scoring, 10th in free throw percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Roberson. And that one's good by G.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now the feed to Waiters. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. Durant the pass to Westbrook. Waiters with the ball. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Holiday with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. And Holiday kicks to Anderson. Here's G. Holiday, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Durant up top, defended by Anderson. Durant against Anderson. The wide open look for Durant. No good off the front iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked
a lot of face-up. Like he do the one dribble pull-up. He like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Now, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Dion Waiters is out there with DJ Augustine, and it's Singler in at the 3. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
As the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Here's Kanter. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done, in shooting the ball. They'll run away with this one.
Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
He throw good, Ibaka.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Left side, Gordon. Screen by Asik. Lets it go from deep, and Eric Gordon gets the three. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Here's Roberson. Sinks that one from the post.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Kicks it to Asik. He feeds it to Gordon. 1:31 left to play in the first half. Evans attacking. Augustine grabs the board.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Shot off the screen. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pelicans leading by 4. Gordon kicks to Evans. Feeds it to Asik. Asik the screen for Gordon. They get the rebound. Perkins. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Perkins got his first bucket in this one.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
On the wing, Singler. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Roberson gets the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Evans outside. And that one's good. Evans has got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Evans against Augustine. That's good.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Pelicans ahead, up 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play the second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
I like to see them create more points in the paint. The problem now is that defenses can sag in, take away angles for entry passes, quickly double. So you got to be creative. Inside screens, back cuts, drive and dish. You need to do whatever it takes to get the guy open.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Denver Nuggets.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Evans in at the 3 spot.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And it's 8 points for Eric Gordon. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Westbrook. It's Durant with the drive. And the rejection by Evans. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans. A different look for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Roberson. And then for New Orleans, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Tyreke Evans. And G's subbed in for Eric Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Westbrook missing. Pelicans leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Pass to Ajinça. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Davis with a screen on Waiters. Back to Davis. Outside Holiday. Here's the screen. Three-pointer. They get it back. And the jam by Ajinça.
I tell you what, coaches love to see that kind of hustle, guys. I mean, getting after it on the offensive boards, that's always a winning play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The hustle's great, guys, but I think we all prefer to see the finish when you can go up and throw it down like that.
And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season. Clark averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Well, when you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Pelicans, number 1.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second chance buckets with that relentless effort.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. There's a screen. Holiday goes in. Ajinça, it's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Ajinça's got 4 points in the quarter.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Davis kicks to G. Davis with a screen on Waiters. Here's Ajinça, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Westbrook. Outside Durant from downtown. Rebound by Ajinça.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Davis sets a screen. No one near him. Another one falls for New Orleans.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Westbrook against Holiday. Fade away. Again, Oklahoma City.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
They set the pick. Pass to Davis. Stolen by Collison. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. DJ Augustine out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Adams.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Asik with a screen on Augustine. A good look from Evans. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Augustine. Low block shot on the way. Westbrook, no good. Pelicans leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Davis. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. TJ Augustine picks one up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Roberson, he's checked in for Augustine. And both free throws good for Davis. Thunder trailing by 6. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. No good from Durant.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
There's the pick. Evans kicks to Gordon. And the 3 off target.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Back to Westbrook. Shoots from 14. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Thank you, Doris. Holiday dishes to Evans. He kicks it to Davis. Passes it to Gordon. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Evans passes to Holiday. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. Good. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Give it up. I want to hear you get loud.
.151 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's Durant with the drive. Back to Westbrook. Launches a 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Cantor checked in for Oklahoma City.
Ennis Cantor.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Asha kicks to Gordon. Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Now Gordon trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Westbrook missing. New Orleans leading by 4. Here's Evans. The pass to Davis. He dishes it to Gordon. Ashick the screen for Holiday. There's the feed to Ashick. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
There's a minute left in the game. Outside Durant. Dishes it to Westbrook. There's a screen by Cantor. High arcing shot. Holiday against Westbrook. Outside Holiday. There's the pick. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and it's Durant with the rebound.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Kevin Durant. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Tyreke Evans at the line for 2.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shot.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Waiters. Offensive rebound. Cantor dishes to Singler. Waiters on the wing. Augustine from outside. And the miss. So New Orleans wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Anthony, this win has got to feel pretty good, coming out on the road and getting the job done like you did here tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, it's a tough arena to play in. You know, we knew it was going to be a tough game. Everybody coming out, we just wanted to play. You know, we came up in the beginning and said, we got to come out and play defense, and that's what we try to do all night.
Anthony, thank you for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday. He stepped up his game tonight, getting it done all game long and making the plays whenever they needed him to.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
He deserves a ton of credit on how many areas of the game he impacted tonight. His defense was superb, and offensively, he was ready to shoot the basketball. However you slice it, he was lighting it up at one end of the court and shutting them down on the other.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.